morning, everybody. My name is Rich Scott. I'm the founder of Vision Unity Horsemanship. I'm here in Byers, Colorado. We got Bella here with us today. We're going to do a series of shots and some videos, kind of let you see what she's all about. We're going to market her here on Dream Horse, probably a few other places. She's a really nice mare. I'm really happy with where she is. There's potential. She's got a lot of potential to make a lot of people a really, really nice horse. As you're watching this video and the stopping and the starting, I'm going to try to show that she's good to work with, good to handle her feet, good to be around. Even with the flies, she was really respectful right there of not to bump into me. She's respectful of me. She's kind of hooked on. I want you to kind of see how well she leads around, how willing she is to just kind of stay put while we do some things. And there again, this isn't a mare that done a lot of training with, just kind of handled with quality, and then she's kind of learned to like it and appreciate that. We'll go ahead and clip her bridle path. We try to take pretty good care of it and keep up on them kind of thing. Flies are plentiful around here. I just want you to see that it doesn't take a big old twitch to get her ears clipped. Just good on one side, she is the other. A lot of times horses have a lot of trouble getting their head washed. I don't usually have a lot of trouble in that area. I try to make the wrong thing hard and the right thing easy. When she kind of relaxes, I'll take that water out of her face and I'll put it back, and when she relaxes, I'll do it again, and pretty soon they'll just get to a point that they realize it's just a part of something that they can handle and don't turn out to be too big a deal anymore. We don't have to watch the whole bath, but I wanted you to see she's good to handle, good with her feet. She's not rooting around, fighting, trying to get away. She's standing there with her rope hanging over my arm. And as you watch the rest of the process of this DVD deal, or this video that we're putting together, you're going to see that I don't tie a horse off a lot. I got too many opportunities in places, like right in here, to ask her to tip her nose over here to the right, so I can move over to the left. She does part and I do part. We kind of work together as a team. We'll go ahead and shut her down and I'll finish washing her. I don't think I need to wash the whole thing. You kind of got to see her bathe and do some clipping. Now in the clipping, got one ear clipping, the battery died. The other clear will clip just as well as the left ear. Got her cleaned up for you to kind of see what she looks like. The lights right now, you can kind of see what she looks like, what her conformation is. In fact, I'll turn her around. Put the weight on the front end, tip the hindquarters over there. I mean, she's just really mobile and really easy to handle. Tip her back, get her squared up a little bit. And I haven't done a lot of squaring with her, but she's liable to move them feet. Just get comfortable if she's going to stand there for any length of time. Right in there. Now she's good for the rest of the day right there. So you can kind of see both sides. Good round symmetrical foot. Dark feet, of course. Just good to handle. I do her shoeing. I'm the one that handles her feet and shoes her. She shift her weight for me. Pick that up. Lock that back here. Shift her weight for me. Hand me that foot nice and easy. I mean, not a bobble or a twitch in her. Relax that foot when you put it down. Easy to work with there. The thing you're going to notice quite a little difference in her is about the time it's time to do something. She's going to be really handy. So we'll go ahead and saddle her here. And like I said, I don't tie a horse up a bunch. I do tie him up a bunch, but I tie him up to store them. In the meantime, I want to communicate with them. And in kind of particular, like right there, she wanted to back up, so I said just tip your weight forward and stay put. stayed hooked onto me while I went in the trailer, get my saddle. Put the saddle on just like I put on a hat. I don't have to sneak it on there, but I'm polite and quiet about it. Smooth and deliberate. Sometimes some of my horse sale videos also end up being promote me videos, I guess. But if you like what you see here, there wouldn't be any reason to not want to take it home. But she's moving around, she's mobile, she's soft, she ain't troubled or bothered. I'll be as polite as I can with some of this stuff. She's really good, so there's no sense in being rude about it and making her bad about it. Horse means quite a little bit to me anymore. I feel like I own the right to take care of them emotionally and not do things that could, would, or get them in trouble. I give a lot of clinics and I do a lot of teaching, and through selling horses, I've had people want me to guarantee horses. I'll guarantee them right here. I'll guarantee that what her and I have is what her and I have. And I can guarantee what you and that horse have is what you and that horse have, and it may not be the same as what her and I have. But I also try to pick horses that can and will fill in for folks, so we don't have to be so perfect. Try to market horses that the biggest part of the people could get along with. But when you're working with my horses, they're going to have a feel. I don't do a lot of drilling and training. I'm liable to come up with something to do once in a while. It may be a little abstract to what they're used to, but they're good with it because they're used to the change. Well, we'll shut her off for that segment. She got a little rubbed out spot in her mane, but it's starting to come back. About 2 months ago, it was all gone, and it's growing back pretty good. So we'll shut her off and we'll go get some riding done, or I'll handle her on the ground afoot and move her around. You can see her. Well, we're back with the riding part of it. But before I get on, I want to let everybody know she's a bridle horse. I've got a spade bit in her mouth. And in that, there's been a lot of time and care to bring her to where she is. I have a Bozalita tied on the foretop. Bozalita, which is a small Bozell. And then I've got my lead rope coming down through the Bozalita. My reins are up off the ground. This is much of an educational deal. If it's something you're not interested in, you don't have to listen to it. But it just shows the pride. And to be able to ride a horse in this bridle, it's such an honor to be able to do that, that I kind of wanted to spend a second to just let you know the details that go into that. You saw me tuck my carta down through my belt. If I get outside and my horse was to trip or fall, I would drop the reins, and if something happened, I'd have a chance to get a hold of this. It's just coming straight through, so that, you know, if she got troubled or bothered, she might not run off. She's probably not going to go anywhere, but younger horses might, and that's when we use them cartas and things. Now, she's been gotten on off of a lot of times, but I get on everything exactly the same way. I take a hold of a handful of mane. Right there, and it's way, so I got enough, you can see me move her head. I got a good solid hold. Some people say that this isn't the right way to do it. They haven't been on some pretty bad horses. They haven't gotten on horses that may not be ones that allow you on. But I can get on a gentle horse this way, or I can get on one that would just kick you in the knee. Now she's far enough along that I'm not going to crank her neck over here to the left. I'm going to let her be as straight as she needs to be so she can hold her balance. If I was on a younger horse, I would bend him, just so that if he felt the need to get troubled or brace and want to maybe blow up, in the interim of me getting on, I'd have a head start at least getting him directed. I'd have a softness already engaged. The softness is already here through her eye and neck, and while I have a hold of her mane, she's just turning loose and letting down. So just a side note. Step up straight, get centered over my horse. Check her out if I need, swing on. Back now. I'm going to work this little colt, the horseback, so you can kind of see where she's at. I mean, you saw her kind of get a little worried with the flag earlier, but now it's just part of the job and it doesn't bother her in the least. But you'll get to see how well she maneuvers here. Now, as I ride a horse, I ride one an extension of my body. I ride her to the left, just like if I was going to walk to the left. I ride her to the right, as though I was going to walk to the right. She needs a little help right there, but not much. Right there, that colt kind of hooked on. He's feeling pretty good. Step in there. You can tell he's a horse that's been on my place a little bit because he didn't turn away from the flag. Right there, he's kind of hooked on. He's young enough and adolescent enough there. Now, he can follow me. Or he can say, hey, I got to go. But notice, none of this stuff bothers that mare at all. I don't know where you would find too many that were really good at that. But I'm just closing doors right here for this little guy. He'll turn that way, turn into me. And I'll sit here waiting right there when he leaves. He kind of wanted there. He turned into the left instead of out to the right on that side. Back her off. There's a softness there that I like to see. See she's good with the flag. You can see she can kind of keep up with the horse. You can tell that it doesn't take a lot to maneuver. She's good to stand while I got my bridle reins hanging up. You lean over here in a vulnerable position. She's trustworthy. Do another little chore on her here. Maybe we'll get a chance to move her around some more. Rope her around a little bit. Now this is an extra soft nylon rope. Got a steel Honda on it. They say, hey, where you going there, big fella? Right there, never comes tight. You got to stop before the slack come out of the rope. But I also want you to see how well she stayed hooked on. I was really tickled. Now that line of communication's on him, see where he is. If you get to see his beginning, you might have got to see where she started. Now right in there, he's backing up, so I'll say where he's going. You can watch this video as many times as you like to see the little different parts that you might not be able to see all in one reading. Right there, she just takes a hold of him and walks off. But I'm not prying her around with my rein. I'm riding her around. Get my right leg out of the way, she moves to the right. Feel of this horse? She's feeling of me, I'm feeling of her. Her and I are both on task. This little bay horse is our task. If I get caught, my hand can stay right there. He can back up all day. Somebody might say, well, he's backing up. You're right, he is. But he'll make a decision to stay put here in a minute, and it'll be his decision. I just work with him until he gets to a place that I need him to get. And I'll take the rope off of him, and I'll go do something else with her. This horse is really doing pretty good, actually, because he had a lot of backup in him the day I got him here. Somebody got him backing up. As far as I'm concerned, it's the worst thing you can get a horse to do it. But now I just let him back up until he decides to stop. I'm not backing him, he's backing himself. And my hand is touching him in a way to be pleasing. Maybe I'll just go behind the drive line, roll them hindquarters around, and then he can come with me. But notice, no change in expression on my mare. Just absolutely incredible as far as I'm concerned. Sometimes I ask myself why I'm even selling her. But I think somebody else can appreciate it as well as I do. With that noise, trouble and bother these young horses. You can hear her rolling a bit. It's a sign of relaxation. She's got to work her jaw to do that. Some people say, well, she's troubled. I don't think she's troubled. And there's people that know more about it than I do that will quantify that for me. Now I'm just coming at it a little different angle to help my idea to become his. Notice his head is coming to me. He'll come to the right. Right there. Now I'm just going to run right out into a lope. As soft and quiet as I need. Sit down and stop. Roll over the hind quarter. Right out into a lope. Not troubled or bothered. He kind of gets looking. It's a little cold where I was, and I'm where the cold was. He gets to watch us work a little bit. And he's found relief right down in the middle of that pen. Soften her up in the bridle a little bit. She's coming off of it. Sit down and stop. Now right in there, I do a lot of day work and ride horses and spend hours on them. She wasn't in the bridle when she didn't need to be. But when I picked it up, she come off of it, got soft and nice. Some folks, they want a horse to go like that forever. Well, if I got to ride her for 12 hours, she don't need to go like that. I might need her to go something like that. I'll open the gate, ride her outside, maybe log her a little bit, we'll call her good. Opens and works that gate. Set the front end, move the hind end, leave the hind end, move the front end, now move both ends. And I call it out the way I see it, because that's exactly what happened. Pretty healthy little log over here. Set that hind quarter over it. Nice and quiet. This pretty healthy log right here, more than I like to drag, but you'll just walk right off with it, no big deal. Fine with it. Right up against her hip, move that hip over against it, she's pretty good with it. I'm going to turn around, have her face, move that hind quarter, back off. Working just like if I had a cow online. Now something that I do that a lot don't, sometimes it requires me to dally from the left side, so I do. Spin that log around, make sure it don't bump into her. Right out here on this side. That's a heavy log. Come into them hind quarters. Ain't no big deal. Roll the hind quarters the other way. Keep that rope tight. Sit and wait for a job to be done on a calf while there's a branding or something. You can let down, work her mouth, things look pretty good. I hope you guys liked what you saw. Need any more information? Give me a holler.